Hey Scorpio, welcome to Intention 1111. Tonight I'm going to be doing a love read for September. I don't know, many of you are asking, where in the hell has she been? What's going on? She just pops in well, sometimes that's the way it goes. So let's see what we got for love for Scorpio for September. We have Mars going into Cancer, some crap like that. Anyway, it's supposed to be real explosive with emotions, on relationships, lots of emotions. We just came out of the new moon in Virgo, which I mean, okay, am I the only one who thinks that that new moon in Virgo energy was like a reset button? I am so glad whatever was going on in July and August is over because this bitch is hanging off the side of the boat. You know, I mean, that shit laid me out. So, I just am so happy for that new moon in Virgo. I mean, I hope we'll weather this Mars and Cancer stuff. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so let's see. Show me Scorpio love September. Scorpio love September. Show me Scorpio and September. Masculine energy coming right out the bat. Okay. Masculine energy can neither be man or woman. Gender doesn't really matter when we're dealing with energies. Intimacy with a masculine energy brings a little heart fog. Scorpio, did you fuck around and fall in love with somebody? Holy shit. Okay. So somebody is enjoying getting their sacral aligned, okay? And they are a little bit in a heart fog here. It says, of course, the card says mixed signals, blocked emotions, and clutter. I think what we're dealing with is two energies here, masculine and feminine, who are both trying to get rid of um some backlog emotions that they may have been dealing with from previous relationships. So let's see, Scorpio, what's going on? Show me decisions, new opportunities are being presented, though, Scorpio, to you in love. So let's see what we got. Scorpio, September. Show me Scorpio, September love. Scorpio. September. Woo! I missed y'all. I've been on a long break. Lots of communication, new opportunities coming forward. Excuse me. But there's a little bit of confusion, a little bit of juggling here. And I don't necessarily think, that this is someone juggling two people or, you know, anything like that. I feel like you guys are juggling each other. But I also feel like the both of you are juggling because you are juggling previous issues, right? So you got the Knight of Swords coming in to clear up a lot of confusion in the juggling between the two of you. Um, Somebody here, though, is wanting to remain quiet or silent about their past trauma, which, sometimes when you talk about it, you breathe life back into it, right? Um, What I'm getting the impression of, though, is that somebody doesn't want to bring something back to life from the past. They want to focus on what's going on in the present moment. I feel like somebody here is saying, hey, that was in the past. I've walked away from this. I walked away from that relationship. I want to leave it in the past. Was it hard? Hell yeah, it was hard. But did I learn a lot of lessons as a result of that? Yes, I did. And so, what I'm going to choose to focus on is the lessons that I learned so that I can apply it to the present. So, somebody doesn't want to talk about it, right? And I'm not thinking that they don't want to talk about it because they're still hurt about it, right? But I feel like in Scorpio, this may be you if you've talked about an issue ad nauseum, right? Um, you're just kind of done with it. Scorpios a lot of times have to analyze a situation, sometimes for years, okay, in conversation with a close, trusted person, in order to sort of work it all out in their head and put all those puzzle pieces where they go. Scorpio's not doing it for trauma dumping or for clout or for a victimization or feel sorry for me. No. Scorpio, when they're engaged in talking about their trauma, a lot of times they're trying to put the puzzle pieces together, right? About why it happened, how it happened, what is it about this person or whatever the scenario, but they're trying to work it out in their head. Yeah, deep thinking is happening here. Okay, so moving forward, you have two cards that sort of say similar things, and I'm going to take this as the intention of the masculine and feminine who we're talking about here. You both want to move forward, you both want to move out of the past, and I feel like you both want to move forward together, right? So I have Virgo, I have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of course, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I have, water, Cancer and Pisces, maybe, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So if you're dealing with any of those signs, fantastic. It doesn't have to be any of those signs. It could just be the energy that represents that sign, okay? But if you're dealing with one of those, you have the desire to move forward in relationship in the present with someone in your energy currently. I don't feel like this is someone from the past. I don't feel like this is a twin flame. I don't feel like this is someone moving in, trying to get back in. No, I feel like this is a brand new person. And I feel like you both feel, because you've been through quite a lot, that you want to be brand new with each other, right? And so there's no sense in drudging it up. And it's not for lack of wanting to talk about something or tell somebody about yourself, Scorpios. Everyone's on a need to know basis with us, right? But I feel like you're saying, hey, I put that to bed. Yeah, we weren't compatible, or yeah, it was a shit relationship, or yeah, there was a lot of trauma. But I really don't want to concentrate on that anymore. You know, I kind of want to move past it because I've moved past it. So let's see how this person's feeling about you. So, I mean, I'm happy that the both of you are kind of on the same page, mirroring each other in, you're getting the basic explanations out of the way. And if it's not acting as a block for the current relationship, you go as, into it as you want to, as you feel comfortable, but really kind of feel like Scorpio, you're done with it and you're ready to move on, right? So let's kind of see how this person's feeling about Scorpio. How is this new person feeling about Scorpio? Okay. I'm going to work for you, Scorpio. That's what they say. I'm going to put the work in for you. So I feel like this person has also done a lot of healing on their own or spent a lot of time working something out on their own. In order to be able to move forward in their life with whoever. And here comes Scorpio. So this person has put a lot of work of their own in their own life, but they're saying here, I'm going to do whatever it takes for Scorpio. Okay. So let's see what you can expect from this person. What can Scorpio expect from this new person? Okay. When I picked up this card, I was like playful, 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 right? I also feel like this person is going to be, how do I say this? A servant's heart, right? And so this person isn't going to be necessarily wrapped up in their ego and pride, because they're trying to diligently protect themselves from somebody who's not even in the room anymore. I feel like this person here is saying they are willing to put in the work. And this is their love language, right? Maybe acts of love or whatever is this person's love language. I feel like this person is not wrapped up in their ego and maybe they have a willingness to look at themselves and their own faults, right? Some people don't. Some people are like, well, that's your problem. Bye. Okay. Or whatever. I don't know how you got that out of this or whatever, right? This person is not going to be having any of those things. It's kind of like, okay, let's try it your way. Okay, let's try it your way, right? No pride. No pride in a malicious bad way, right? Let's see how this person feels about Scorpio. Excuse me, what you don't expect from this person. What does Scorpio not expect from this person? What does Scorpio not expect from this person? Okay. For some reason, here you're becoming, and we could be dealing with same-sex couples here as well. You have got a lot of times I associate the Queen of Swords with Scorpio, right? Especially female Scorpios. There's something here that you've become enlightened about this person, right? And you're not expecting for this person to be humble and to be a homebody. You're not expecting for this person to take care of you in the home. And that, again, acts of service are this person's love language. And I think, Scorpio, for some reason, this might be throwing you off, right? I don't think you're expecting it. Or there's something here that you're saying, let's see. I think that you're not trusting it. For some reason, you're not trusting it. But what this person is going to be delivering to you is a great deal of enlightenment regarding acts of service and love. And I feel like this person is also going to be bringing you stability that is so desperately needed in your life, regarding trust and comfort and being able to relax and, feel safe in someone's presence, right? And I feel like this person is going to be showing you what that's supposed to look like. And in the beginning, Scorpio, you may be a little suspicious. You may be like, yeah, well, let's see what they do when I do this shit, right? Or, yeah, that mask is going to fall off any time now, right? But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised that this person is not going to do that. They're not interested in all of that. Okay, they're not. They're interested in working for Scorpio, working together, and they're not interested in egotistical games, right? So let's see what this person thinks of Scorpio. What does this person think of Scorpio? Okay, relationship. We've got the Hierophant. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this relationship, Scorpio. Here you are again with the High Priestess. This person thinks that you know things, right? I mean, and this is kind of how Scorpios freak people out. I mean, because it doesn't necessarily mean that we're psychics, okay? It just means that we are good at pattern recognition sometimes, right? And that we've been observing a situation for a minute or two, right, in order to deduce what we think is going on in the situation, right? 9 times out of 10, Scorpio's right. But this person wants to know. Okay, got it. When did you first fall in love with me? That's what this person wants to hear from you, Scorpio. When did you first fall in love with me? Or when did you think this was going to turn into a relationship? Right? Um, and they want to offer you something here solid. So I think what they're doing is they kind of sense, Scorpio, that you might be a little skittish. And what they want here is to offer you something substantial, not monetary, not physical, right? But they want to offer you something that will put your mind at ease. Let me put your mind at ease. Um, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to know? Let me put your mind at ease, Scorpio, so that you can quit thinking that I'm gonna be, finding any chance I can to run away, or that I am not interested, or that I don't want to go that way. There's something here in this group of cards and insecurity that is presenting itself with Scorpio. Now, if you know, guys, how I read, okay, sometimes I'm like a dyslexic tarot card reader, right? So if the energies are flipped, flip them. I don't care, right? As long as you get the message, it doesn't matter. It's either with you or your partner. It's you trying to reassure your partner, hey, I'm not going to damn place, right? So there's an insecurity you and your partner kind of need to talk about here to clear the air. They think that you either feel like they're not in it for the long haul, right? Or I keep hearing attention span. And I don't know what that's about. You guys will. There's something maybe about this person's pattern in the past that may indicate that, they're not here for a long time. So if that's the case, then they want to talk to you about that, or you want to talk to them about you, right? So, just remember, it's better to communicate it than to let it fester and let it go and then be like, I knew that bitch was going to do that shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of better to talk about it and get it out of the way than it is to let it fester and turn into suspicion and turn into resentment and all that, right? They want to nip it in the bud, basically. What can Scorpio expect? Future potential situation, future potential outcome for Scorpio and this person. Okay, you're going to be going places, traveling. It takes courage to move, okay? So now we have Leo. Leo, Aries, okay? It takes courage to move, right? It takes courage to change pattern. It takes courage to change thought process, doesn't it? Right? And so there may be a lot of emphasis this month on nurturing Scorpio, or having courage, or your partner having courage, or the both of you having courage to focus on what's the end goal, right? The end goal is love. The end goal is relationship, right? The end goal is connection. Okay. And so it might be here that it's taking a lot of courage for you both to be vulnerable and lay your walls down in order to move the energy, to move the connection between the two of you. It's going to take a lot of nurturing. It's going to take a lot of attention, right? So that may be what you can expect. The universe is giving you both a second chance here at happiness, at love, maybe at connection. People talk about love, and really what they're talking about is I want to be connected to someone. I want to be in a connection, an intimate connection with someone, right? So you're both getting another chance to kind of do that. So is it worth it? What's the end goal, right? What's the priority? The priority is not proving yourself that you're right because somebody's acted a fool, right? No. The end goal is intimate connection. Let's see how they feel about you in the bedroom. I haven't broken these out in a while. Let's see. Tell me, how does this person? Okay. All right. Balance. They feel like together in the bedroom, you guys really you flow well together. The energy between the two of you flows well together. It's not forced. It's not mechanical. It flows, right? It's like you've been doing it for a long time, right? In a really good way. They are really about, you kind of have two different, a little bit different styles here. Scorpio, you may be more like, you have a duality between sensuality and like animalistic type way about you, right? This person may be more prone to the sensuality of it all. Like they've got to have their senses stimulated in order to, be in the moment. But I think Scorpio, as long as you take control when you're going into the bits about, it being scorpionic in the bedroom, I mean, they're down for it, right? I mean, they're like, okay, but you're going to have to take the lead when you move into that lane with this person because they're really kind of cuddle bug, kind of, right? So you're going to have to move them into that lane. They'll go with you, but they're not going to go there before you get there, right? So let's get some of these love cards on it and kind of see. That's interesting. So they're all about home, hearth, connections, comfort, acts of service. And you may be surprised. You may be surprised by that information. I get the feeling that Scorpio is kind of surprised by that. Show me some advice for Scorpio and this lover. Show me some advice for Scorpio. Or maybe something, that you're not used to, right? I mean, Scorpios are very independent, and a lot of times Scorpios end up doing all the work, okay? Or you may have been in a position in which you were doing all the work. And so this person handling these things or being willing to do this or whatever, however it works out, may be very surprising to you. Show me Scorpio in this person. Transformation, trust. We were talking about it takes a lot of courage to move energy. It's going to take a lot of courage to be vulnerable. And it requires a great deal of trust, okay, in order to be vulnerable to someone, right? Especially for Scorpio, because we're like, again, you're on a need to know basis. But the advice is trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So this is saying, hey, be still, be in the moment. Takes a lot of trust to change, right? Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life. So as I always say, let go or get dragged and create unnecessary stress, okay? When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Let go or get dragged. Let go of the past, let go of the suspiciousness, and let it flow. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. So, Scorpio, that's what I have for you for September. You might find it kind of challenging. You may be finding that you're checking yourself a lot in this situation. But this is all about growth and it's all about intimate connection and being willing and vulnerable to let the energy flow. So, anyway, if you guys would like to book a personal read with me, you can reach me at the email in the description box, and I'll see y'all later.